Hey, what's up everyone? So today in this YouTube video I'm going to show you how I cook my ramen noodles. So first I put water into a pot, and it can be any pot, and then I put it onto like a stove. It can be electric or gas. I use electric. I set it to high, as you can see, and I let it sit here until it starts boiling. As for the ramen noodles here, I cracked the noodles inside, and it's already cracked. So once it's cracked, now we wait for the pot to start boiling. Where we have our powder, which makes that flavor in the ramen, which is what I love. And then I'm going to take a hold on here. So yeah, I just totally did not have to climb a bowl here. I totally did not have to climb up there. So yeah, we have a powder, we have a bowl, we have everything. Now I'm gonna pour the powder into the bowl. So first I open up the powder, and I open the powder up onto the bowl because while I'm opening it does spill a little. So that's why, like, the powder that does fall while I'm opening, it goes automatically into the bowl. Then once it's open, pour. Shake it off. And boom. This is what's gonna give the ramen its flavor. Now all we need to do, since we have it cracked, we have the pot running, all we need to do is wait for the pot to boil. I'm back. As you can see, the pot is now boiling. Now, it's cracking a little. Now we pour our cracked ramen into the pot. And boom. Now I need to take a spoon, metal one. Don't use a plastic. Don't use a plastic one, because the first time I tried to use a plastic spoon to like stir the ramen. This right here, it wasn't flat. It was like it wasn't like this. It was literally up like that. It was curved. But yeah, anyways, stir the ramen. It has a mind of its own. Oh, and just in case you want to do this, if like the level goes up, lower the temperature down a little. Because that happened to me multiple times, and yeah, that's what I did. I raised it down, and if it still went up, move the pot off the surface, a hot surface. Stir it in different directions sometimes. Okay. Now that we got that done, put this somewhere clean. You have your bowl next to it. You can have your bowl next to the stove if you have a counter, or you could put your bowl on the stove if it's not a hot surface. I usually do that, but since we have this now, it's easier. So first you want to turn it off. Safety first. Okay. Want to pour it in carefully. Oh, and make sure you don't have too much liquid in your ramen, because then the water level of your ramen will get too high and you won't be able to carry it to your table, which is kind of what I did. So hold on. So what I just did is that I poured the water level that's going to make the bowl water level too high. I poured that water into the sink. It can be any sink, but I poured it into the kitchen sink since it's the closest and it's in the kitchen. Ignore that. But now anyways, pour the rest of the ramen into your bowl. Okay, we're still too high. Wait, okay. It should be fine. But then, now you gotta get the noodles that stayed in the pot. As you can see, you gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Get it manually into the pot using a spoon. Oh, and spoon tip, just in case that does happen, like the ramen stays in there, get your spoon wet by just like dipping it into the ramen a little, because it's going to get the spoon wet and it's going to get the ramen wet, so that it's going to be easier to get the ramen into the bowl. Now you want to stir. I'm going to show that, hold on. You want to stir the ramen carefully, depending on how high your water level is, which is kind of what I accidentally did. Kind of got it too high. But yeah, if it's like low, then you can spin faster. But if it's high, like where I am, I have to stir carefully, or else the water is gonna spill over the bowl. And the bowl I'm using is kind of, yeah. But okay. Now that we got that, now I'm gonna carefully move this to the table, and I'm not gonna show myself getting to the table because I need both hands to move this because of how high I had the water level. So yeah, let me just do something. This is so huge. And make sure you don't burn your hands while trying to do this. Okay, there. Now I'm gonna move it to the table. Put my food to the table, and gosh, it just looks yummy. Look at this. Look at that. That just looks yum. But now I'm gonna do a time lapse, and time to have bon appetit. Yummy. Hi, kitty meow meow. That was yummy. That was like that's why I love ramen, because it's just it gets the taste. It has it. But anyways, if you enjoy watching today's video, then make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on that notification bell. And if you want to, so you can see more of what I post, click up here if you want to see my channel. Anyways, bye y'all.